Oh my goodness, they done broke out.
And none of them died. All right, be ready to catch them. Okay, it is graduation day for some of our chicks, I think. These guys, especially, are almost fully feathered. Okay, it's not officially graduation day, but what it is you get to come outside and enjoy some fresh grass and sunshine. You're big enough, and then we will still bring them in at night. Kevin, what are you doing? Well, Kevin is massive. Somebody said he'll outgrow that thing in 2 weeks. They were right. He's a giant. So you want to enjoy the grass? You don't even know what to do you? I think these might be my favorite.
What are they?
I think they're the milliflors. I think they were in the bantam box, so who knows what they are. And then does this look like Katniss? Yeah. I think these are prairie bluebell eaters. So they'll look like her when they get bigger. If I'm right. See how their tails look way different than the other ones?
Yeah.
We don't know what you are. Don't know what you are. Don't know what you are either. Don't know what you are.
Good morning, guys. How are ya? Today is a bit crazy. We have a missing kitten. It's been missing for a couple days now. We realized it was gone the other morning. We saw it. 2 of them were missing. One of the big ones and one of the smaller ones. And they were there in the morning, and then like halfway through the day we realized we hadn't seen them in a while. And they usually hide and, you know, whatever, all throughout the garage or around the house. Not around the house, but like around the outside of the house. Well, we looked in all the places, didn't see them. Day kept going, still never saw them, and they usually would come out, at least a small one. And we realized, or later that evening, the Milo, the bigger cat, came running from the woods. We heard meowing and we were like, what is that? It was like after dinner time. And we ran out and saw him coming from like the wooded area to our left. And he had a little bit of blood on his nose. Looked like maybe he got in some bramble or something like that. Didn't look like he got into a fight or anything. Just more like a little scratch on his nose that was bleeding and a little scratch on his head. But it didn't look like, you know what I mean? It just looked like a couple little scrapes. So maybe he got scared, ran into some bramble because there's a lot of that in there. And we were kind of thinking now maybe the small cat, Opal, went into the woods with him, maybe followed him in there, and then got left. That's our only thought, like the fact that both went missing in one, you know, at the same time. But she never came back. And that was Marin's cat. Anyways, it's just like, it's been a kind of rough couple days. Danielle's been like in the woods looking for this cat. I just am like, Danielle, I don't know if we're gonna find this cat. If like maybe someone picked it up. So let's keep checking like the pages and the websites that might have like missing cats in the area. But she's out there again today. She's looking. She wants to find that cat. She's upset about it, as are the kids. So my girls, Adeline and Ev, are making lunch. We don't have any bread, but we do have tons of these Siete almond flour wraps. We bought them when they were on sale at Costco. So we stocked up. So we always have an abundance of those. And they are making peanut butter and jelly wraps, or roll-ups rather. Is that what they're called?
Yeah, peanut butter and jelly roll-up.
Well, have at it, kids. Let me know when you're done.
Oh no! Got it, favorite.
We had a problem, but I think I fixed it.
We're about to find out.
The chickens were not laying. Well, they're not really laying at all. 2 of them are laying. I think that some of them are molting, so they don't really lay when they're molting. Hopefully they molt quickly. But the ones that are laying aren't laying in the nesting boxes, and I think it's because they were just milk crates. We only had pine shavings, and the pine shavings were falling right through the bottom because the crate, obviously, this is what the bottom looks like. So I was like, do I buy hay or do I just put something down? And I thought, you know what, we already have pine shavings. Let me see. So I got these painting trays, and I just cut it. I measured the inside, it was 12 inches. I cut it at 12 inches. Then I did that. Now we got this wooden egg. I'm just gonna hope they get the memo. So I got 2 of them.
I think it's gonna do it, babe. I'm excited. Give them a couple days and those things will have 6 eggs in there. Maybe even 7 from the rooster.
I don't think that's how that works, John. All right, look, girls. Look, I got you a present. Nice little nesting box here. We need to spray that out. Oh no!
What?
We have 2 escapees.
Oh dear, they haven't been attacked yet.
They haven't been pecked to death. Maybe they're faster than this.
That's funny. Didn't see that one coming.
You want to get back in? Well, maybe our chickens will just be very accepting and kind to new chicks, which I'm hopeful about, you know?
Yeah.
That's like the best case scenario, that they're just like, oh, cool, we got more friends. There you go. Isn't it funny that they already know where their safe spot is? Like, he got out, but he's trying to get back in with the rest of the flock. It's a she. I hope it's a she. Come on. I will call you Princess Buttercup. Oh gosh, all right. Everybody's coming out? Okay. Well,
This might be a bad idea.
yeah, it's gonna be not fun to catch them later. Oh no.
Rooster's
Kevin, you
coming.
stay in there.
Oh, Peter just pecked him. Peter Pecker.
Oh dear.
What's happening? I think he gets bullied around here, so I think he's trying to find someone to bully.
He's definitely not.
Oh, what's going on over here?
Listen. She's definitely watching him. Look how she's laying low. This is questionable. This could go one of two ways. We could have to jump in there and save, but luckily the big chickens will run if we even reach for them.
That one's a little bit of interest over there.
Oh.
You might want to come back in here. Everybody else is. And that one's trying to go through. I'm assuming it came through that way.
There you go.
And close it!
Yay. No chicks were harmed in the making of this film.
Maybe one. The one that got picked by Peter.
Oh.
Nothing serious.
All right, nesting boxes are in. Look, isn't that cute up there? They got their own little, you can just hop on that perch and hop up, lay an egg or two.
Love it. Did you know that we have done something for you?
Come on, honey. Come on, honey. 2, 4, 6,
Oh my goodness,
8.
they done broke out.
And none of them died. Hallelujah, but they're probably cold. Okay, this is hilarious. Remember all that work I did with the nesting boxes? Obviously the birds have been in them.
They've been in there.
They've been shuffling things around, but still not getting the memo. Although this is that Lucy's egg?
That's greenish.
It is, I think it's Lucy's. This one came out.
That's a fake one. Did Birdie have one?
Birdie did not lay an egg today. Interesting. Should I leave that one just in case? Now we gotta get these birds, all the little ones, back inside. It's gonna be too cold for them out here tonight. The best way that I can think is to put the bottom back in. Okay, slide the bottom back in. They will hopefully get the memo.
Or get the brush. In or out, kids, in or out.
Off of it, right?
Yeah, you're good.
No toes?
No, I think you're
No
good.
toes left behind? Excellent. Now we'll get the rest of them.
Y'all have been very good hostesses for the little chicks. Thanks for not beating them up too much. Except for you maybe, Peter. Peter the rooster. You just pick on the littlest things, don't ya? Is that because you get picked on all the time? He's terrified of everything.
Look, this duck is, that's all. It's a duck. Here, snuggle.
No, we're good.
Gentle, gentle. There you go. Gentle. Aw. We are never gonna catch the mouse.
I got you, babe.
Get over here.
Way
Here,
too
catch
big
that
of
one.
space.
Oh, you lost it. You might need it.
Oh, it's extra disgusting out here because the chickens have been out here for
All right, if you'll take the boy, I can probably snatch him up.
All right, be ready to catch them.
Dun, 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 dun. No.
Uh-oh, don't go that way, big.
Round.
Can you get him? Get one. Snatch him up, Marion. Snatch it up. Grab it. Come on. Nice.
Don't let him get through the net. Don't let him get through the net. Oh, don't let it get through the net.
Oh, Danielle's got her a triplet.
All right, hold it open for Mia.
We round up some. Round up.
Okay, we have some naughty birds, naughty little chicks. Okay, How did y'all get out?
Oh, we probably escaped from here.
Yeah, but how did that happen? They went under. They look like their little backs are all bare. They probably been getting all pecked up. All right, you guys need to get back. Oh no! Oh no! Come on! Come on! Lift up the door.
Two chickens. Judy.
Lift it all the way up. Don't drop it on them. Okay. There we go. What's your plan?
To get my teeth from hanging by a thread that way
Let me
tonight,
see it.
I can play a trick.
Oh, she's got a wiggly too.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to get I got my tooth so I go and lead at it now hanging by a thread. And so many moons ago I said, Dad, I'm afraid my tooth is gonna fall out while I'm sleeping, and he said no, it would have to be hanging by a thread. So I'm gonna get hanging by a thread tonight, and then I'm gonna say, Dad, I'm afraid if my tooth is gonna fall out while I'm sleeping, and then it'll be like, because last time he said that we're gonna if it was hanging by a thread, I'd be like, okay, we're gonna have to probably get it out before you go to bed. And so now I'm going to do it, and I'm gonna be able to get it out before I go to bed.
All right, diabolical. There's Addie's chicken. Birdie, where are your eggs, ma'am? You've been letting us down lately. Okay, let's see. We got one egg from... That's from your chicken. Yay! 1 egg from Lucy, but that's been out here since yesterday. And then we've got just another wooden egg. We got our chickens back right in time for them to be molting, so they're not laying eggs, which is fine. You can tell that they're molting because of all the feathers in their coop. Look at it, it's insane. Okay, so the nice thing about this specific build is that the hardware cloth on the bottom allows most of the poop to fall through. So instead of having litter that we have to change and clean out, you know, muck out the chicken coop, that was like everybody's least favorite task that I know that has chickens or had them growing up. You don't have to do that. The poop falls through, it'll fertilize the ground, and then we move it to different locations. So since we've had them here, they've had it there, in that corner, in this corner, and then we're getting ready to move the whole fencing system. It's super easy. Take it down, stick them back in the ground. We're gonna move it to another section of our property, and we'll do the same thing. We'll move the coop around so it doesn't get like too torn up anywhere. But it's really nice because it keeps them safe at night. They have their roosting bars in there they sit on. Nothing can get up through that. It is, like I said, heavy duty hardware cloth. It's not chicken wire. The same thing on the outsides, heavy duty hardware cloth, and these are like 1/2 inch, so nothing's getting in there. And then they have a nice perch on the inside next to their nesting boxes, which the rooster is currently hanging out on. He is actually afraid of most of the hens, so that's interesting. Hey buddy. His name's Peter, like Peter Pan from Hook, because Peter Pan crows in that movie. Anyway, it's been working beautifully. We've had 0 issues so far. The chickens love it during the day, and honestly, our bedroom window has a view of this, so at night sometimes I shine a flashlight out and look. I've not seen anything. We have smelled skunk a couple times in the morning, so I don't know if one has maybe tested the electric fence or not, but it's testing at 8,000 volts, which is about 3,000 volts higher than normal. So it's a pretty good shock, and I'd be surprised for something to try to get in through it. And then during the day, sometimes there are hawks that fly, but you know what? I've seen them fly over the hill where the rats are. Not really over here because we have the dogs, and the dogs are outside all day long. So the chickens also run and hide in the shade underneath the chickshaw during the day, so we don't really seem to have to worry about the hawks. So far, so good. I'm really excited for these little chickies to get a little bit bigger and be able to stay out all night. I think we got them at the perfect timing. They will be fully feathered and ready to go before it ever gets super cold. So I think that's really good. And then they should all fit snug in this coop, but again, it's not for the daytime. During the day, the chickens are free ranging in the yard, eating all the bugs they could possibly want, getting all the sunshine they could want, and then they just go in there to sleep at night. We put them in when it gets dark, and then we don't actually even put them in. They go in by themselves. When it gets dark, we close it up, we let them out. First thing in the morning, whoever wakes up first comes out, lets the chickens out, and then they spend their day out in the sunshine. It's really lovely. All right, ladies, we're gonna have to put these chicks in something to get them up to the house, and then should be dark here soon. once the birds all go up in there, we'll flip it up, lock it with the locks, and be ready to go. As soon, look, they're already hanging out in there. But I do have to flip up this perch right here. The roosting bar flips up and locks at night, so nothing can push in those boxes in the back. Nothing can get in that way either. The roof is locked on, and then this has 2 locks. And so unless you're doing them both, somebody was concerned and said raccoons can open the locks, but they would literally have to hold both up at the same time. I mean, I guess if they can figure out how to twist one over and then twist the other over, but if a raccoon can do that, if they can get through the electric fence and come over and figure out how to do both locks and hold them up, not just like that, but actually lock it, then they deserve all the chicken they want, right, Jude? If a raccoon is that smart, it's kind of a joke, but you can.
Maybe you can put another electric fence all around it, and then we'll have to get all do those.
Yeah, that's the one problem, is these specific birds are more like pets than livestock. So some people were really doubting this setup and their safety, but I scoured the ends of the internet for the safest thing we could find for our birds, because they are like pets and our kids love them so dearly. So that's what took us so long to even get them here. It took 2 months for us to like feel comfortable bringing them here, because I was like, nothing can happen to these chickens. We need to make sure they're safe. So, all right, you ready? Look, they're heading up. They're headed up for the night. Loop it around a few times.
And that's cool.
I'm gonna tie it down here too at night, just for extra safe measure, right? Oh, there's the little spider guy. All right, hook it up. Clipped right in the middle. Wait, let me make sure I don't turn it on yet. Okay, come around. Watch, wait, you were too close, you were touching. Woo, okay, it's fine, you were touching the wire.
Shocked.
You might have from that string, so there you go. All right, green light means it's on. Our chickens are safe and tucked away. We got to take the baby chicks up. We got to carry a bunch of stuff up, actually. Their house, the bottom tray to their house, the chicks, the water bowl.
I can help.
You can help? You're amazing. All right, you get started. You want to take the grubs and the bowl up?
Yeah.
Do you actually think you could take this too? If I dump out the water and put it on top? All right, you can carry that?
Yeah.
And then I'll carry the chicks, and then we'll come back for their cage. How about that?